Namaste, everyone. Happy spring. Spring to me means birthdays. My oldest son was born on May Day and Mother's Day. And Mother's Day to me is more important than my birthday. I mean, yes, I love to celebrate my life, but motherhood is something that I really celebrate because it is my job. And I feel like I work harder at that than anything in my life. Yoga is one of the most important things in my entire life, and without my practice, I don't know if I would be the mother that I am today. My yoga has allowed my perception to be very clear, and I've been very honest with my kids. If I'm feeling a little impatient, a little bit on edge, I'm able to just convey to them what's really clearly happening in my heart and in my mind. One story that just recently occurred, and some of you who have been in class with me, I've shared the story about my dad, and my dad is living in an assisted living facility lately. And one day we were talking, and I heard these cars whizzing by, and I said, "Dad, where are you?" And he said, "Oh, I signed myself out, and I'm taking myself for a walk." And I was like, "Oh, good for you." I'm thinking, wow, okay, good for you, but I'm a little bit worried. That's, level one worry. And I said, "Well, where are you?" And he said, "I'm on Alameda Boulevard." So for those of you who don't know, Alameda Boulevard is not necessarily the place for an 80-year-old man to be walking with his walker. So level two, right? I'm now at level two worry. Oh, okay. So Dad, where are you going? He told me that he just needed to get out of there and really just wanted to take himself out on a beautiful day for a walk and go have lunch. So when I got off the phone with him, even though I had 30 seconds before I needed to go in and teach a class, I was really at level three. Level three to me is the highest level of worry. And I thought, oh my gosh, I want to call my husband, I want to call my sisters, I want to call my stepmom and alert everybody Dad is out on Alameda Boulevard and can somebody please go get him? And so for a moment, I stood and grounded myself and took a deep breath and cleared the filters, cleared the catastrophizing the situation, the what ifs, the worst case scenario, which is where my mind was going, which was why I was at a level three. And in that time, I was able to flip it around and think, it is a beautiful day. He's going to be fine. If he trips and falls, he can get up. If he has trouble, he can call somebody. He does have a cell phone. And so right after class, I called him and asked him how he was doing. And he said he had just taken himself to get a watch battery and was having lunch and was sitting outside, and then he was going to head back soon. So all of the worry that I experienced before my class and the fires that I could have started of worry and fear would have had this horrible domino effect. And so when we are grounded in our practice, our perception is very clear. It's called viveka, our discernment, our level of clarity, our being able to see things as they are in that moment without our filters. So sometimes we can sugarcoat a situation. Sometimes we can catastrophize a situation. Sometimes we can dramatize a situation. Sometimes we can make things more comedic and embellish situations or not. We can see things as they are clearly and respond to them as such. So with our yoga practice comes breath. And with that breath is how we clear these filters. So just ground yourself for a second. We're just going to do a pure breath exercise. Just allow yourself to sink into maybe you're standing, your heels, maybe it's your butt bones. If you're sitting, it doesn't matter where you are. You can be in your office, you can be on your bed, you can be in your kitchen. It doesn't matter what's happening around you. Just tune into your breath right now. Exhale everything out of your lungs. And then breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4. Open your mouth and let it go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it out for 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you hold it, let it not be that big of a deal. Let your shoulders relax. Open your mouth, let it go. Hold it out. And as you hold it out, can it be not that big of a deal? Okay? Keep going with this exercise. Do it as many times as you want to. Maybe set your clock for 1 minute or maybe 3 minutes. Do this exercise, reducing our levels of anxiety, our levels of fear and worry. Okay? And when we hold the breath either in or out, just allow it to be not that big of a deal. And what those moments represent is when we are being strangled by a moment of fear or worry. Okay? So the more we can grow our ability to be calm and clear in a situation, we will be able to respond, not be fire starters. Okay? Have a wonderful spring. Speaking of Mother's Day and the importance of motherhood for me, I have really special Mother's Day events coming up, a mala making workshop with Sarita, a Mother's Day class on Mother's Day at Kindness in Hilltop. I'm adding a new class at Endorphin. I'm taking away a class at Core Power. I will be back to Core Power for sure, and I have 2 other classes there as well. I've got a huge training coming up starting in September. It'll take us through to November. I've got lots of things coming up. I'm really excited about all of this and look forward to sharing it with you. Much love to you. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste.